Hey guys, welcome back. Drip Coach here with Drip and Farm for property where we don't trust, we verify and operate with integrity and transparency. In today's video, looking at the question of can you get rich in crypto? And it kind of sparked my interest because I watched this video from Lark Davis about can you really become a crypto millionaire? So we're going to pull up some data and we're going to analyze that. So stay tuned. All right, now I'm not familiar with his actual channel. I can't say I've watched anything else. It's just popped up in my feed, decided to click on it and take a look. And he brought up this report from Henley and Partners. And it basically showed, I don't know where they got this data from, but it's the only chart that I could find that had something like this. Obviously, there should be somewhere out there on-chain metrics to analyze what's in wallets and what the value of those wallets are. So that's the whole point of crypto, right? It's a public blockchain, so it should not be very difficult to actually come up with this stuff. Someone out there, I'm sure, has it. I just don't know which particular statistics site does. So I'm going to be using this one from Henley and Partners because they've been doing this for the last couple of years. Now, at first glance, it doesn't really seem all that bad, and we'll break the numbers down to, let you see what that likelihood actually is. So in crypto, there's, according to their data, 172,300 millionaires in total. There are 325 centimillionaires and 28 billionaires. And that comes from a total of 560 million crypto users. This was as of, when did they gather this? June. So we're probably sitting at more than that. I think we'll break the 1 billion mark by the end of the year for crypto users. According to socialcapitalmarkets.net, they're putting it at 833 million. I don't know when this was calculated, but definitely we'll see that trend upwards, right? So that's not really the important piece, but it will change the percentages if we move forward. We're just going to use this number because that is the most cited number across different websites. And the total market value, 2.3 trillion. Then you move over to Bitcoin. There are 85,400 millionaires, 156 centimillionaires, and 11 billionaires, and there's only 275 million users. So about half the people that are in crypto are using Bitcoin. That's something to keep in mind. Or purchase Bitcoin, or familiar with Bitcoin, have a little bit of Bitcoin, whatever you want to call it. And I would assume the bulk of this is also coming from centralized exchange data. I'm quite certain a lot of the normies and noobs are not going from centralized exchanges to cold storage wallets. Most of them are still just trading on exchanges. So again, that data is reported as well. Now, the point I want to get at is because when you break this down by percentages, you're looking at a 0.031%, or about 1 out of 3,000 people become millionaires in crypto. Like, that's not bad, right? 1 out of 3,000, that sounds pretty good. And it's the exact same almost, because again, it's half, exact same for Bitcoin users. Now, here's where to me it gets a little dicey in how you want to look at this, because 1 out of 3,000 is great odds, because the odds of winning the lottery is like 1 in almost 300 million. And that's the jackpot. So that's way more than a millionaire, but that's still much better odds, right? 1 in 3,000 versus 1 in 300 million. Or your chance of getting struck by lightning to death, 1 in 186,000. Dying from a wasp or bee sting, 1 in 46,000. And dying in a cataclysmic storm, 1 in 28,000. So you definitely have a better chance in crypto of becoming a millionaire, statistically, right? Just looking at the number. However, here's the piece they don't tell you about on here. So it may be 1 out of 3,000, but the problem is, now, according to this Motley Fool article on August 19th, they said the crypto market has expanded more than 2.4 million cryptocurrencies, and that was as of, like I said, August. I have no idea where to actually find the total number of cryptocurrencies, because even on sites like CoinGecko, they only show about 14,000, about 15,000 total cryptos on their list, and these are only ones that are registered with them. Remember, now you have stuff like pump.fund and snack.fund that allow literally people to create cryptos, you know, in a few seconds with a few dollars. So there's probably way more out there, but we'll just use this number because that's what they came up with. So the odds now, when you look at this, it's like, okay, you have 1 out of 3,000 people, but now you have to select the handful of crypto tokens out of the millions that are out there that will actually give you that millionaire status. So the reason I bring this up is because you can try to get lucky on any of those millions of alts, and by the time you see this video, there could be millions more. And you can also just gamble in the top 100s and things of that nature, of course. But what makes more sense is, statistically, if the odds are exactly the same with Bitcoin, then why not actually hold that? Because that has much more of a likelihood of going up and increasing your USD value, of course, and becoming a fiat currency millionaire on paper, because you haven't sold your Bitcoin at that stage, than you selecting the 1 out of, or the handful out of millions of alts that will see that millionaire status for you, or those crypto riches that you can get lucky and get. And the reason I believe that even 1 in 3,000 are able to make these sort of statements is because the bulk of them are influencers, and then they are actually getting rich off of you pumping their bags. Because remember, I showed you guys this before in another video. Most people come into crypto or learn about crypto from other content creators or Reddit posts, Twitter posts, whatever the case may be. But the reality is, if someone has a decent following like some of these people here, and they tell you about a crypto, they more than likely already own it, and may more than likely also have a few friends that they're close to besides the content that they're streaming. Some of them even have just Patreons and paid support channels, and they may put that information in those channels first. So there are definitely a lot of people that can get rich, but where are you at in that pipeline of information to be the one getting rich versus the one getting wrecked and being used as liquidity? That's the hard part to go off of this chart that they're mentioning here. It's like, yes, there are some good odds, but when you're looking, again, selecting the right crypto and where you're at in the cycle, according to the information you're getting from these content creators and influencers, because make no mistake about it, it is 100% insider trading. So if you're not first to get that information, then chances are you are going to be that exit liquidity for the other 1 in 3,000 people that make that money. So I just wanted to bring that up because this is the first chart that I saw, and then seeing this amount of cryptocurrencies that are out there just makes it seem like common sense to me to just focus on stacking sats, because that's the best bet to minimize your losses and not get wrecked in this most opportunistic cycle. Like Plan B said over on his X post, Bitcoin is 90% boring yellow boxes. All gain, shouldn't have did that. All gain is only 10% of the time. Red arrows, always after having. Coincidence? I don't think so. And remember, I showed you guys this in a previous video showing how even in TradFi, in the traditional S&P 500 stocks portfolios, the bulk of the gains are over a very small period of time. About 20% of the time is where those gains are made. 2 out of the 12 months in the year for a typical cycle, or 27 months over like a 10-year period for Bitcoin, something like that. So what all this is saying is that the statistical likelihood of you being able to find the right alt and be in at the right time and get in at the right opportunity in the cycle from whoever you heard it from, the deck is stacked against you, despite the 1 in 3,000 opportunity of potential people becoming millionaires in crypto. So focus on stacking sats and zooming out and having a much more long-term time horizon. And I think you will be happy at the end of this cycle. All right, that's all I got. Smash that HBO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See you.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.